Hello, one and all. Welcome to episode number... what episode are we on? I can't remember. Welcome to episode number 71 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded with me, a very hungry DankNStein. Look at my max health down there, 342 hit points. Disgraceful. Let's have a look at our diet here. Abysmal diet. What's been going on here? Well, let's eat first. I've basically been stood over the deconstruction table every now and again over the last week when I've remembered to do so, and I've been emptying all of these barrels, which are now I think all empty. Yep. Apart from those 4 stacks of zombie heads there, they're all in here. Now lots of it's been processed, lots and lots and lots of this rotten flesh has been processed. I just sit here with the auto clicker on and then go make a sandwich and come back and it's done like half a chest or whatever. So if we look in here now, again, we're up to 300 air there, 400 water, 600 fire. What are the other ones? The chaos destruction, we've got 400 odd of that. 330 order there, and 500 earth. So we've kind of topped back up, basically, which is nice. But we're not actually going to do any Thorncraft today. I'm going to put that off once more. We're going to come back to Thorncraft another day. But in the background, we are just blasting our way through all that rotten flesh. So I know we just saw how bad my diet is, but you may be shocked, or maybe not shocked, maybe just miffed, to find that I'm probably not going to actually rectify that in this episode at least. And there's so many people who've been telling me about sandwiches like it's a game feature that I'm not aware of, and it's just like, no, I'm just that lazy, I'm afraid. So one thing I want to start by talking about today is something very exciting that we have planned for tomorrow, in fact, and that is that tomorrow we are going to be live streaming for 20 solid hours. That's Thursday the 18th of February 2021. We're starting at 7 a.m. GMT and we'll go right through till 3 in the morning on Friday morning there, so 20 full hours, raising money for the British Red Cross, Operation Anti-Loneliness, and we're going to be playing a ton of retro arcade games and obviously a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Of course, there'll be some TFC in there. There'll be some Long Dark, some Zomboid. But we're just going to be streaming all day tomorrow. So do drop in, donate everything you can. Or maybe not everything. Donate as much as you can. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also a little bit daunted about having to live stream for 20 hours. But I'm confident you guys can get me through. So last time, we smashed out this guy. And actually, it's pretty cool. That generates a decent amount of power, but I already feel like, and this is full, that's pretty cool. But I already feel like we're probably limited here, because I think they were doing 30 RF each, but we're only getting 102 at the bottom, whereas it should be like 120. So I think that might just be the limitation of the cable anyway. We're not losing much, 100 out of 120 being converted is alright, but when we upgrade all of these to their more advanced counterparts, that's going to be a different kettle of fish. I think the maths I was doing last time as well, which was for insane amounts of this stuff, was only for 1 improved windmill. And now that we've put 4 cheap ones up there, the end game is probably to have 4 improved windmills up there, which is probably going to produce more power than anything else we've already done. I don't know. Given how expensive they are, I expect these advanced windmills to do something pretty epic. But we're not really ready to look at that either, although there were a couple of genius comments from last episode actually that I think we should consider here, you know, because I think we're going to definitely need to completely automate this process in order to get that number of these pieces of cloth made. That said, like, the only automation we can do of the loom itself is golems, so we won't be looking at that this episode. I'm thinking more about automation of the jute fiber production. I think what the comments were looking at string, was it? Right, yes, so looking at it, so the comments that we got last time, there was Gustavo, who said you can probably multiply string with Thorncraft and that there's a crucible recipe. I'm not sure that's the way to go. Yeah, I mean, if we can do it there, great, but Thorncraft is kind of costly to do anything, isn't it? Like, you tend to destroy your world by just kind of playing the mod. So I don't know, but then 99 adds that you could make a spawner room using one of the broken spawners and a killer Joe. So we could actually look at some Ender IO and making a string farm here today, and I think that's a fun little plan. And it would make another building in our town as well, which is something that we're keen on doing at the moment. That's where I would imagine we put it. These trees that grow in the middle of town are just doing my absolute nut in. Watch, I'll take all this grass away and turn it all into willow planks just to irritate you all like I did over in front of the palace. So as we did last time, standing up here actually on top of the dock looking down is quite a nice way to get a feel for town. You know what? We could put our string generation in the windmill itself. Is that silly? I mean, it's kind of silly. It doesn't quite make sense. But it also kind of does, because we're going to use the string to build the windmill itself. So we could have like a spawner in there. Just sorting out my inventory, actually, there's a broken spider spawner right here. Anyway, we need to remind ourselves of this process. I'm thinking definitely, actually, we're going to do it inside the windmill, because also these spawners require power themselves, right? So it needs to be somewhere where it has access to power, so why not? I mean, the other thing would be to just have it powered by the windmill and build it in a separate building. We'll see. We'll see, but I'm leaning towards that. Okay, so here's the guy that we need to make. The machine chassis is... head's fine. It's just this bit down here. So the vibrant crystals, they're also fine. So it's literally just this Franken zombie, which is very expensive. very expensive. Wow, I'd forgotten how expensive that was. And that guy, we're making the slice and splice. Yeah, okay. I think we can do all this. And actually, seeing the red and blue steel there has just reminded me of something which we said we'd do next time, last time, so let's do it now. We've got... Okay, that black steel is actually finished. That steel is finished. And the weak steel... I think we just put all of this together, don't we? Wait, hold on. How does this work? Okay, I'm not quite sure what the weak steel is there for, but I believe that we throw these three like that just into here, and it will just work, right? That is going, yeah. And you know, we can double up its speed like that, but then we double the energy use. So I don't know if that's smart or not. Cool, so now we're pulling from the 25 mil, that's better. Is this actually working? We can't see what's come out. There we go. Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of blue steel. Okay, good. So those can just go in the background. We'll come back and we'll do that. Why did we have 32 extra weak steel? To do something with this weak steel, we need 32 pig iron, 32 regular steel, and then the flux, right? Yeah, and that will get us more black steel, which why not? we actually need it to make more red and blue whenever we need more red and blue, so might as well. Okay, so if we put these in there like that as well, that's going to be doing us a huge batch of black steel, which would be very nice. And so the thing we're going to run out of is flux. Boom, 2 stacks. Should see us through. Yeah, that should see us through. We've only got like stacks of 32 and 16 up there and stuff, haven't we? Alright, so first stage of crafting, I've just filled my inventory with quite a nice amount of things, and so we can get a large chunk of it done here. So let's see how good I am at remembering recipes. We definitely need one of these guys, and we're going to need like 2 of these guys. Whoops. Thank you. And I can get rid of these little nuggets now. And so then it's just a case of this guy, which is just a case of this guy. So that's another zombie head, 2 salami. Okay, fine. In fact, I think we can do a big craft here that just immediately will give us room in our inventory. That one. Oh my god, literally every time. You guys. Machine chassis, fine. And then in the slice and splice, here we go. You go in there, and you go in there, and you 2 in like that, and you 2 in like that, yeah? Absolutely gorgeous. And look how quick that was. And then we grab this guy and we make it a super expensive fancy one. And I'm not going to make the same mistake. Okay, so we want our ingots in the corners. And those, right, lovely. And then I think it was just this. Look at that. That was all one unedited segment, I think. Well, I might have done some little cuts, but I just... From when I started the thing where I said, let's do some initial crafting down there, grabbing the gold, that's one one take, and we went all the way through and got it, the powered spawner, and it's empty, combined with a broken spawner in an anvil. Yes, of course. So off we go to our anvil. And from memory, we need to use a vanilla one, but we can't because they're not in the pack. So we use the Ender IO steel anvil. What's this? We built this enchanter. Huh. Oh yeah, you make books. I remember there's certain... Oh yeah. We should look at this. I reckon we could make stuff way more OP than we have at the moment. Not that we probably need it. Anyway, so we do that, and that's going to be a powered spider spawner. Yeah. And it's 30 levels. We take it. Okay, so now we want a big capacitor in it, right? And do we have one in our Enderman one? We do have an octadic capacitor in our Enderman spawner. So I'm going to steal it. So we don't have to make another one of those because they're expensive and it's a bit of a journey, that crafting thing. You know that like the cheapest capacitor we just built, I think you kind of need to start by making 16 of those or something. So of course the other thing that 99 mentioned was us using Killer Joe, which I think is another Ender IO machine. In fact, let's just find out. We've looked at this one a few times before. It is indeed Ender IO. We need to make another Franken zombie. Okay, well we know exactly how to do that. Dark steel and fused quartz. Is fused quartz that stuff? Yeah. We really need to sort this out. We need to find some quartz for our ore excavator, you know, because this precise thing here, fused quartz, comes up all the time. We'll look at Killer Joe in a moment. So it attacks nearby creatures when supplied with a sword, and nutrient distillation experience can be drained as liquid XP using fluid conduits. Cool. Okay, there we go. So that's still doing its exact same thing, but it just means I think we can put the spawner on the bottom. Spawn. Put its capacitor in. But it... Ah! Okay, yeah, it works. I'm just trying to see where else they might spawn. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty quick. Are we actually going to die in here if I keep messing around? So let's make it active with signal, which will mean it will stop for now. Alright, so we've cleansed our windmill, but I think that's fine. It's definitely big enough in here that they don't seem to be spawning like outside or anything. They're all spawning nicely clustered in the middle. So it would almost be a case of just putting the Killer Joe right there, right next to it, yeah? Let's go make a Killer Joe. I think we have everything, and like I was saying, it is going to just come down to quartz being our issue. So how much does a block actually give us? Each block is one piece. So we need to put 5. Wow, okay, so that's half of basically the quartz we have left. We can go and mine it from the dungeons, but I just want to find a ore excavator chunk and just have it done, you know? Alright, so back to this recipe again, which I think was that way around with the solarium and silicon, but I could be wrong. Oh, it doesn't even want us to put the redstone in. There we go. Wow, it stops you putting it in the section that's the wrong section. That's kind of interesting. And then, once again, blue steel around the wrapper, diamonds in the middle, gives us that guy, some dark steel across the top, and some quartz in the middle. Oh no, of course it's not quartz in the middle. Here we go, alloy smelter, chuck that in there, and that gets us the fused quartz. Let's have a look over here now. This is, of course, all finished. And that's a lot of red and blue steel, which can go onto a blue hammer here. Blue steel, yeah, amazing. So all of this can go in there. And then we take these guys out and bring them over here. So that can top up. I don't think that's right, is it? Shouldn't these be over here? Something's not happening right. Okay, so I think I saw this the other day in Etho's episode, actually, when he was playing with the arc furnace. The thing you've got to appreciate is that it's this one up here in this box is the one that goes in the main slots, and these 3 go in the auxiliary slots. So in our case here, it's the weak steel is the one we want in the main slot, and that's what was going wrong before. Because the pig iron had gone in, it thought we were doing some other recipe, and it started processing the pig iron in the main slot. No, pig iron in auxiliary, steel in auxiliary, weak in the main slot, and now it'll process that, and we're looking at the right recipe. Cool. I love this, like, this idea I've got that Etho's watching, going, like, taking notes, you know? Oh, right, DankNStein just told me how to use the arc furnace, excellent. Have you finished in here now with our quartz? Yes, so we can do this recipe now. Now, the next thing that immediately springs to my mind, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right about this. My instinct's going to be right about this. This guy wants a sword, right? Well, I bet you any money he wants vanilla sword. I really doubt a TFC sword's going to cut the mustard here. I don't know if we've got any vanilla swords. Oh my god, that was close. That wasn't a smooth piece. I just broke. I need to be so much more careful. Can you imagine the cave-in we could have just had? Can you imagine the series-ending natural disaster that could have just occurred then? I think we did have like a vanilla... Right, look, I'm keeping vanilla axes in there because I think I knew that the slice and splice needs them. Maybe let's look in the armory. I think it's just potions. I think we threw away all the vanilla tools. Oh yeah, look, our initial hammer and that iron pick we made. Jokes. But yeah, it looks like we threw away all the vanilla stuff. I mean, here's like a TFC sword. Should we test the TFC sword in it? Like, and just see if my hunch is correct or not. Well, we still may want a looting one. But okay, let's just go and test this then. I wasn't expecting it to accept that. Oh, that's not power. Nutrient tank. And there's a certain amount of nutrients required for activation. Does that mean we need to put XP into this guy? Very interesting. Very dark in here. Let's have a little sleep. Oh, yes, of course. Our friends the chickens. How can I forget? Okay, so suddenly I'm starting to think this guy just doesn't actually need power. It just needs that nutrients. So that's fine. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Oh, look, the sword's there. So that would suggest this sword is definitely working. We should probably make a looting one. I don't think knockback is particularly good. Sharpness is obviously going to be good. It'd be like unbreaking, sharpness, looting is what we want, right? Right, okay, so I am now in the midst of another collection of items here. We're going for this vat now, which is what we'll get that liquid from, I think. And the only thing that's going to cause us issues, well, firstly, let's just... Wait, hold on. Do I have like a spare one in here? Oh, I don't. Okay, wait. Because I just need to free up the space in my inventory by grabbing one of these. What can we do? Can we put something else away? Put you away for now, I guess. I am just wanting to make a eye vendor and a vacuum hopper. There we go. Right, that's that bit done. Good. Okay, so just the last piece of the puzzle here then is fire clay. I think we need... Damn, we need like 14 pieces I worked out. We've got 12. There it is. Right, 2 more pieces of fire clay. Right, and so of these 14 bits here, 2 of them we want to keep as they are, and 12 of them we need as bricks. So we need a bit of wood as well. Only 4, even better. Those are the bricks. Yeah, baby. Okay, sweet. And then just give it, like, get it lit. So that's going to be 8 in-game hours or whatever. So while that's doing that part, let's craft everything else. Oh yeah, the capacitor goes in there, which we haven't made yet. Right, okay, so, my memory this time not as good as that first one. Capacitor, middle, iron bars, around, steel. Oh my god. Machine chassis again. And then, I'm just going to check, because otherwise I won't be able to remember for sure. Glass in the middle, iron bars, iron. Couple of those. And then with the rest of the iron, in fact, I'm not sure it's with the rest of the iron, but what we definitely need is 2 sheets. So let's get 2 sheets going. Oh, that reminds me. What about the mad amounts of black steel over here? Yes, finished. Yes, finished. And in fact, that is just finished black steel. And that's all finished red and blue. That's what we got here then. This is so cool, because now, look, that's like we've got 2 32 stacks of it spare. The spare black steel is kind of mad, but we can push that forwards into more red and blue as well, so pretty cool. And there's our 2 iron sheets, which we needed. That's good, and we can throw our spare blue down here too now. Pow. Okay, so what other crafting recipes can we remember? Ah, yes, the 7 spare iron is because we want a cauldron. And we're very nearly there now, and so the only thing is it's just the steam builder. Steam boiler? Steam boiler. Yeah, that's where our iron sheets, the blocks, the fire bricks that we're making here. Yeah, so we just need to wait for that now. Now we could just craft another one of these today, but I'm just going to steal this one. I'll fix this between episodes. We've done enough crafting today, right? He's fiend. All right, let's have a look here. Yes, we are good to go, baby. And so I think... Is that the issue here? No, what was the issue? Oh yeah, I remember. I needed to make 6 because I need to use 5 because I need to use 1. It's like really annoying. But like, look, we get 4 mortar. You'll see my predicament. This recipe requires 5 bricks, you see? So there it is. We get 2 fire brick blocks, of which we need 1. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to keep these guys round here, because this is where I went looking for them in the clay chest. So we can do this recipe now, which was like that and that. Steam boiler. And then the steam boiler has, what was it, like that? And then the chassis in the middle and the electrical steel all around the outside to get us the vat. The Ender IO vat. Alright. Right, so we're getting there now. Is that full of water? No. Oh, I kind of wanted some water on the way. Never mind, we'll find it somewhere else. Ooh. So, here we are. Done a little bit of moving around. I've learned that this guy attacks 5 by 5 in front of him. So I've moved him to the side. I've set up a tank above him. Spawn is in the same spot. We've got a vacuum hopper in the middle. For now, I haven't attached a storage to that, but presumably we'd put a huge locker in the floor. We could even sink that down 1 block if we wanted to free up that block for spawning spiders, but I think they'll spawn on top, and I don't think it'll make a difference. Over here is where we're going to have our infinite water supply. Boom, 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 boom. Should be okay. I can't actually get up there now to place my buckets in because I didn't bring any other blocks with me. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, 1 more. Yoink. And another big climb. And boom. And that has made an infinite source, has it? Ah. This thing's just lapped it all up because I wasn't quick enough. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, I think this should work, but let's see if we have to be even quicker than we can be. I think that's an infinite source now. Nope. Does it not work like this? Maybe the pump doesn't work with a 3 by 1 infinite source. Maybe we need a 2 by 2. I don't know. Okay, let's see. That is definitely an infinite source. Like, that's working. Okay, I've also made another one down there, so I'd have to keep walking back and forth. So, pump. And if we power it, this guy, is that it? Is it just going to take the piss again? I think it's alright. Nope, no it's not. Nope, it's all gone again. Right, cool. So we know the pump doesn't work like this with a 3 by 1 source. Okay. And again, for more fluid conduits, I am having to do 2 more blocks of the quartz. You see the urgency here. Maybe in tomorrow's 20-hour stream, the little bit of reloaded that we do to just break things up, we'll be searching for quartz, searching for a... what am I doing here? Yeah, so we'll have to search, you know, for one of those ore excavator quartz chunks, won't we? No other option. And there we go, and there we go. Lovely. Okay, sweet. Some fluid conduits. Right, I think that we may be able to get this working now within this segment of recording. Who knows? And now that whole thing is a 3 by 2, so that's gonna work, I hope. So to mirror the way it actually did work for us in our obsidian farm thing over there, let's put it on this side. Let's go. How do we want to do this? Yeah, let's do that. Get the power going. I mean, if it empties the pool I've made now, then I'm seriously baffled. So we want that water coming into the vat, and the vat is going to need power, and the vat is also going to need to output onto this thing. So I think we put the vat like this. Let's push downwards. Yep. And then we just need some of these fluid conduits, like I said. I can just go right. Let's make that like only extracting, always active. So now this guy should be nice and full with water, absolutely. And so I think, yeah, we just need to put some recipes in here now, and everything, and then we switch on the spawner and everything should be working. So looking at the recipes that this guy allows, well, there's quite a few. And actually, from what I saw on the wiki, it seems like there's much nicer things we can do in this pack using seeds. I think for now, let's just try something very simple with a nice 4 times. Oh no, that makes hooch. That isn't, we actually don't want that. Okay, so it is literally just these recipes up here. So yeah, I think I'm going to try mushrooms. And those are TerraFirmaCraft mushrooms. Mushrooms with rotten flesh. Okay, vanilla mob drops, some rotten flesh. We've got normal spider eyes there, but not for the fermented kind. But there is 13 TerraFirmaCraft red mushrooms. Is not very much at all, is it? We'll need to work out, maybe this isn't the best thing to do just because it isn't sustainable for us. Well, look, as a test, I think we're just going to go with it for now. Episode's probably run a little bit long now, and I do want to get it out today because tomorrow I'm going to be streaming for 20 hours, so the episode will have to be delayed by a long time if we don't get it out today. Sleep might also be in order here as well, actually. Okay, so we want a way to get up and down, so I'm going to do just a block there. Or like a couple of blocks there. Yeah, that should be all right. And that just gives us like a makeshift stairway. Now, rotten flesh on that side and red mushrooms on that side. But this guy's unpowered currently. He has no RF. Aha. Well, I guess we've got to get rid of that first. And then put it back in with one there. And that's like what we're going via. So that's starting to get powered now, and indeed it is doing something. It's kind of slow. Dump input tank probably means like deliberately empty it, just like force it to empty onto the floor, I bet. Yes, I don't think we want to do that. So that should start producing the thing, the liquid we were after. 93%. Right, and it goes in there, which means it goes in there, which means it goes in there, which means this guy 140. I mean, this might just be way too slow. But let's let's see what happens. And what we're going to do now is chuck on the spawner. See if Killer Joe can kill him. 1100. Okay, they kind of climb around the place. This could cause a problem. Oh, but there we go. Look, he just attacked. And again. Oh, and now that it's reached that threshold, actually, it's continuously attacking. I thought it was going to spend 1400 on each swipe. But it isn't. It isn't self-sustaining. It is actually... Oh, hold on. It is when there's nothing to attack. Right. Okay, so you know what we need? We need to actually build a chamber here to hold the spiders so that they don't get out of the way, you know? So that this guy can keep swiping and swiping. And look, that's actually going to fill up. So there's a lot of improvements we can make to this because, well, the sword isn't ideal either. But it is working. And it does actually seem to already be getting enough energy and the like. Oh, look, and it's not working its way through this stuff particularly quickly either. Alright, cool. Well, look, that's... Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to actually die. No. Let's not die in this at the end of this episode. Jump up here. Look at these guys. So... Thank you for watching, one and all. Do tune in tomorrow, all day Thursday, starting at 7 AM GMT. I will be live streaming for 20 hours, so check that out. And thank you for watching today's episode of TFCR. We'll continue to work on this next time, but we're basically making it's like a self-building windmill. The windmill is now powering itself to make more spring to build itself. So that's pretty clever. So thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll see you all soon. Peace.